Just to say, these stories that I'm reading on Reddit can actually be quite hard to understand, as there is quite a few mistakes on them, so I do apologise if they do come out quite bad. Now, these Reddit stories are meant to be true. Whether you believe them or not is entirely up to you. Thank you very much for choosing my video to chill to. Relax, my friends, settle down and enjoy. I didn't believe him at first. Now I do. This happened to me a few years ago. It's still one of the creepiest experiences of my life. This may seem underwhelming for some, but this is my personal paranormal experience, so here we go. My friend's dad passed away from cancer in 2010, and this was around 2013, 2014, I think in the fall, because the trees were dead or dying. I went to the movies with my girlfriend, my friend and my girlfriend's friend. We were dropping our friend off at her house, but it was a bit of a ride because she lived way back in the woods. Anyway, we were all talking about the movie we saw and laughing and jamming out to music, but I noticed my friend in the back suddenly was quiet and looking behind us. I thought it was weird. I didn't say anything. We get to the house and my girlfriend had to get something out of her friend's house. I don't remember what it was, but while two girls were out of the car, my friend suddenly said to me, "This may sound weird, but I saw my dad in the woods, like only 10 feet or so away in the woods, standing in the trees." I was blown away and said, "So is that why you were so quiet?" He just said, "Yeah, I feel really weird. I just want to get home." I should probably mention at this point that he constantly says it was haunted and weird things always happen, but none of us ever experienced anything, so we didn't really know what to make of it. So we drop my girlfriend off and we head to his house. When you walk in, the family room straight ahead are the kitchen and living room, and to the left there were 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in a cross-like pattern. His room was a doorway in the family room that led upstairs and was a renovated attic. I was waiting on the couch while he heads upstairs to get his stuff because he felt really uneasy and was going to crash at my place for the night. While I'm waiting on the couch, I suddenly hear from the left, where the crossway of the rooms are, very solid footsteps. It was a hard wood floor and there are no mistaking the heel to toe movement. It sounded like boots heading straight towards me on the couch. At this point, I turn to get up and head to his room, which the door then flies open and he says in the doorway, "You need to come up and see this now." I wasted no time getting up and sprinting up the steps. His room was a complete mess, and not the way we saw it when we left. And on his bed was a photo of him and his dad that went missing months ago. His mum and uncle, who both lived in the house, weren't even home that night, and later said they didn't even know the photo went missing. He then asked why I looked so freaked out, and he opened the door. I told him about the footsteps I heard coming right towards me. The creepy thing about that is that he heard them from upstairs as well. Needless to say, we got out that house and slept at my place that night. A strange experience I had a few months ago. I'm not sure what this would fall under, but it definitely was the strangest experience I've had in years. I work night shift for a warehouse. Won't say which, since it's not important to the story. Only that I was coming home around 3 AM. Now, I'm out in the country where my house is, in the hills, and it's about half a mile from the main road. About halfway up, the nice smooth road turns to dirt. As my wheels hit the dirt, I felt eyes watching me almost immediately, which normally I wouldn't care because it's normal to see wildlife watching me come up the road. Only as I got to my normal parking spot, I grabbed my pocket knife I kept in the glove box and stepped out. My eyes immediately turned to the direction of a dark patch of the woods on the other side of the road. Something told me to look there, and I held my knife up calmly, saying, "I know you're there." As the words left my lips, the world went dead quiet, which is very strange, as there is a waterfall maybe 500-600 feet away from me, and I can always hear it when I come home. But even it went silent. It stayed like this for a good 10 seconds before the sound returned and I heard something running away from me. I just kept my knife to my side and walked like I normally would to the house, as I felt like running would have been a bad idea. As I got in, I saw the dogs that normally greeted me weren't anywhere in sight, and they were in the living room both looking out the window in the same direction. I felt the gaze. I didn't say anything to my fiancée. She was asleep, and she doesn't have a belief in the paranormal as I do, coming from my Mapuche heritage, South American Indian tribe. I grew up on stories from my dad, and had heard the Native American stories of the Wendigo, skinwalkers, and other spirit creatures, but since that night I've never felt the same presence. No idea what it could have been. I just know it wasn't there, like I normally see around my house.
Thank you for the great support, I really do appreciate it. If you are enjoying what I'm doing, why not think about subscribing to my channel? It is free and would help me a great deal.
Ghosts. Animals. What is going on at my friend's house? I'm not sure where to post this. I've mostly been a lurker on Reddit and never actually submitted a link or info before, but I need some kind of advice from your friend Nikki. Actually, it's for all of us in our group of friends. We've all been and continue to be affected by whatever this is. I'm not sure where to start because I don't even know the whole story. Nikki and her girlfriend Jen bought a cheap house in the summer. This place is messed up in every way. It was repossessed, in bad shape structurally. Since they bought it, they're continuing to fix it up and haven't moved in yet. We've all suffered bad luck, sickness, tragedy and nightmares. The attic seems to be the focus of all this. The room smells foul, like real pungent dog piss, and some kind of mould. It's filled with kid stuff like diapers, high chairs and toys, but none of it is opened and it's pretty uniformly old. Everywhere else was cleaned by the contractors the bank hired, but not the attic. Nikki is freaked out by the room and keeps it barricaded these days. She was working along there just after they bought the house and heard a scream come from upstairs that lasted for 5 minutes. She seen a dog looking out one of the high attic windows and she got a bad nosebleed and couldn't breathe after spending half an hour up there. My boyfriend is in the hospital in bad shape after getting a nosebleed and passing out on the stairs leading to the attic. Most recently, Nikki fell down the stairs and broke a couple of ribs. From what I have heard, she's having screwed up dreams about a big dog living in that attic. We've all heard noises while working on that place. A few weeks ago, the neighbours heard a dog barking all night, and when we went into the place, it was a mess. Pink fiberglass insulation all over and puddles of piss. Nikki has had a dream where this big black dog is walking on its hind legs around her bedroom. It's all scaring the hell out of her. Jen is irritated and thinks it's all in Nikki's mind. She believes that it's literally a real dog that keeps getting in the house, but I have never ever felt anything as, I don't know, as creepy and evil as that house. It has an eeriness that goes way beyond some animals running wild. Chris, my boyfriend, had been in perfect health his entire life until he went into that attic. Now Chris is in a coma and has had a hole drilled in his head because of brain swelling. His Mormon parents will let me see him and had the police throw me out of the hospital twice. Nikki was sick for a week and the ribs don't seem to be healing right. She and Jen are on the verge of splitting up over this. And all this happened just after we set foot in that house. Does this sound like ghost activity? I mean, are there even animals or dog ghosts? I tried to post this on a paranormal board, but it said access denied for some reason. Not sure who to contact about this sort of thing. I know there's shows where people do supernatural research. I'm sure there's plenty more stuff that Nikki hasn't even told me. At this point, I don't even want to know all of it. It's scaring the hell out of me as I write this. Guys, at this point, I just want answers. I don't think there's any chance Jen is going to get rid of this place, but the rest of us are at the end of our collective rope. Any advice would be appreciated. Again, I hope this is the right forum for this. I don't know where else to post it.
Thanks everybody for viewing my content. Really hope you enjoyed it. Here are some other videos that you might enjoy. Until next time, I shall scare you